The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I went to the doctor's yesterday, had a doctor's appointment.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fine. The doctor's appointment was fine. Like I was booked in at 2:10, so I got there at 2, and I got in to see the doc at 2:30. So it was a half-hour wait.
That's not actually too bad.
It's not
for
too bad.
doctor surgeries.
I've done worse than that. The only thing that was like frustrating about it was it's an old school waiting room, but they've still got all the magazines. I reckon it's the only time I read like a Women's Day or anything like that anymore. New idea. Like they've still got all of those magazines, and then they've got a TV up in the corner, but it's the volume's down. And so I got a magazine, and then I went, I'll bugger this.
It's always like Channel 10 or something. Like free to wear.
The shopping channel.
It was an old sitcom.
It's never Foxtel. It's always free to wear.
Yeah, it was for free to wear, but I think it was an old
Bold and Beautiful or something.
Like that. But no, I think it was a sitcom. But there was this. So there was only like 4 of us that were waiting, and it's a whole bank of chairs, all against the wall of the, and this guy comes in and like, so there's, I don't know, maybe 13 chairs, ladies up there. I went right down to the end, so there's no one sort of near me. A guy comes in and he then speaks to the lady and then goes to take his seat, and he sat right next to me.
That's weird.
Like
that's like people in car parks. That's weird.
I felt like as he was walking down, I'm going, is he going to take a seat? He's going to. And then I was thinking, he's going to take the one sort of like he'll leave like a spare seat between us. But he actually sat right next to me, and I just started. Then straight away, I was like, oh, wonder what he's got. Like, is he?
Straight away, you're wondering what you're going to get from them.
Is he contagious? Like what? Why? I still don't know why he did that.
He's probably just got hemorrhoids. You're safe.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, it was.
Can you catch hemorrhoids?
I don't know.
No, you can give them to
Depends
someone.
how close your
I'll
butt's
tell you
been.
what, if they start arriving, I'm going to blame this bloke in the next couple of days for sure.
Don't say that.
That's what I'm going to do.
Did he engage you in any way?
No. And then I only had to wait a couple of minutes, and then I went in to see the doc, and then I had to go to the chemist afterwards to get my prescription filled.
Oh, there's chemists. Sometimes they shout stuff out about embarrassing things. They say your name and then they shout out what they've got.
No, my thing was the chemist basically. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but like all of the investigation has been done.
Yeah.
Like I'm just there now to pick up the pills and to go.
I hate when they give you advice and stuff like that.
It wasn't advice, mate. It
loudly.
It wasn't advice. It took longer for me to get the pills.
What do they do?
Than it did for me to wait to see the doctor. It was over half an hour to get my prescription filled.
How many pills did you have?
Just one thing.
Just one thing?
Just one thing.
That's
First
ridiculous.
of all, there was a queue that I had to wait in to go and up there. And then she goes, it'll be, she got it and she goes, that'll be about 15 minutes. And I was like,
where do they go? I don't understand. They're just up on
get it either.
Up on that little ledge and they sit there.
The drugs are right there.
Yeah.
Like they're right there.
Literally, you can see them.
They're in the store.
Yeah.
It was longer to get it than I was spewing.
Maybe she was suggesting that the pill will last 15 minutes.
What?
Nothing.
No.
She's saying it was erectile dysfunction.
I'm being
erectile
rude.
dysfunction joke.
I'm being rude.
How dare you?
Oh,
But
I know.
also with chemists.
No, but what is going on there?
I don't know.
Like, it's like...
I don't know.
It's like the Spanish Inquisition.
I
You're going
think
now.
I think they rate, and hopefully my chemist isn't listening because they're wonderful people, obviously. But I think they rate what they do as high or higher than the actual doctor's surgery, so they drag it out a bit. Yeah. The other thing you get is a doctor gave me advice on something once. Said, "No, you need to take this tablet." So I went in. Okay, give me that tablet, please. So what do you want it for? I was like, well, what do you care?
Yeah.
Like my doctor. Oh no, it was, whatever it was. I don't know what it was. It was like, whatever. It was like, no, I want it for this. And she goes, no, if you want it for that, you should have this. I was like, I don't want that because the doctor told me to have this, and you're not a doctor.
No, listen to the pharmacist. No, do, because they're the ones who interface with the
what
people
do they
who
have
go, these
to do
pills
to become
aren't
a pharmacist?
working.
Like basically, isn't it just
Failed doctors?
Yeah, well, isn't it?
No, they
Don't
know
they
stuff.
Don't they have to learn to
kidding.
look at the script and go, this person needs penicillin?
It's an
There's
outlet.
The penicillin.
Exactly.
I'll give
Your
it
job
to
is
them.
not to give advice. Your job is to give you the drugs.
Nah, they know more.
Here we go.
Beatrix down at McRae Pharmacy.
No, she doesn't.
I'd always
Why
go to
wasn't she a
her for a
doctor?
second opinion.
Why wasn't Beatrix a doctor?
Because
she failed medicine.
Yes.
no,
She
that's
failed
not why.
medicine.
No,
Oh, no, it's not. She had real passion.
no,
for
because she
handing
didn't want to
out-
have to give
handing out
someone like
erectile
you
dysfunction drugs.
a bloody.
Again, it was an erectile dysfunction.
The Ash, Lutzi and Nikki Osborne podcast.
We were talking yesterday about how Instagram ads pop up because of conversations that you have with your friends, and the theory. Well, we all know that your phone's listening to you unless you disable the microphone.
So do we? Do people...
Oh,
No, it's a
without doubt,
fact.
Lutzi.
It is
Without
a fact.
doubt.
Yeah, you literally have to
do
go
people-
into settings and disable.
So people own up to it, like whoever.
Well, yeah, it's kind of through the evidence of if you don't want your phone to listen to you, because it's always in like an active mode. Like Alexa, for example, is always listening for the word Alexa.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But surely they have to let you know that your phone's listening to you. But no
No,
one...
they don't have to let you know. They don't have to let you know.
I think it's
that-
one of those like acceptable things that happens, right? People complain about conspiracy theories and about privacy laws being breached and stuff, but your phone is always listening. Or if you're on social media, they say, they can track your eyes. Like if you're scrolling through Twitter,
I reckon that's for real.
Yeah.
Definitely that can happen.
because you're scrolling and half the time I'm
Isn't
like,
that
I'm just going to
crazy?
keep scrolling even though I'm doing it slowly. I don't ever want to stop, so it's obvious what I'm reading.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it'll track your eyes. And,
Yeah.
and so it knows what you want. The algorithm's pushing.
Yeah,
and
is that
that's
right?
just one of
Okay.
those things. It's like, what are you going to do? Not go on social media? So we just accept that it's happening.
Facebook is the fastest one, actually. I find on Facebook, actually Meta. Yeah, so if you just stop on an image briefly and then keep moving, it will present the next 3 posts in that theme. So if somehow some random woman with the boobs out just stop, you're like, why am I
And
seeing
I hate when that
that?
happens, and then all
Then
of a sudden
you
there's
d-
4
then you
sets
get-
of tutters.
Then you
Jody,
get
I didn't
3
even click on
more.
it.
No, you didn't click on it.
No, but I get it. I get
Yeah,
like
because you're looking.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, that's
they're
it.
nice little tatas.
yeah.
And that's what you think.
I just have to compare the pair.
Yeah.
No, it's just you can accidentally trigger the worst algorithm.
Well, yesterday I was using that example that I was saying they should make waterproof Ugg boots. This is like a passing comment. And then I got an advert for waterproof Ugg boots, and then I came on air and spoke about it. Well, ever since I spoke about it on air, and I've got my phone with me now.
Ugg boots, Ugg boots, Ugg boots.
Look,
Is that all you're looking at?
Look, that's
Oh,
my
you got the
Instagram
winter
now.
sale.
A winter sale on Ugg boots. You go down even further, Ugg boots again. It's
No,
just
scroll back and hang on that bodybuilder mate doing the dance.
No, because then he'll get all that.
No, but I want to see what pops up now. Hover on that dude
No,
doing
I'm
the
gonna
dance.
stay on this chick.
Oh,
on
yeah.
this
Oh,
treadmill.
okay.
Same chick skipping.
Yeah, chick skipping.
Mitch, question for you. I made the mistake, I reckon, of on my Apple, what do you call it? Like calibrating my eye line thing. Because you can do that. On Apple, there's a thing. So then, in theory, then I can use my eyes as a mouse.
Oh, yeah.
Like Apple can do that. So you don't have to use your finger to press on message. I can use my eyes. It calibrates. It watches you. Look to the bottom left. You look to the bottom top right, and then it calibrates. And then in theory, then my eyes can go. I want to look at Outlook. So I look up to there and focus on that. It'll press into that app.
Does
Like
it?
Apple does that, right?
Does it?
So I'm thinking that if you do that and you calibrate your phone, then you might be allowing
Yeah.
third parties to use your eyes in that same way.
Yeah, that's sort of like
Reckon that's a fair
backdoor
theory?
permission to let it
Yes.
happen. Yes.
Hang
done
on,
it now.
retina
Let's stop.
scans are like the biggest thing in Charlie's Angels and Mission Impossible.
Well, your
so
phone
they're,
does it.
So they're just getting all of our retina scans. So
If
they
you got
can
if you got the
bust
latest
into our
phone or
vault.
whatever it is, 15 or 16, I'd say that they all have that. I've done it.
So you can open up your messages just by
I
looking
haven't.
at
I've deactivated it, but in theory, right now, I could activate that, and just by looking to the bottom left, it'd open my music.
Well, I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
can because they have that, then they have that. As I'm saying, you're activating that for a third party.
Can you nullify your algorithm? Like, can you?
Nick's put his hand up.
Can you shake and bake it and just do a start over and go? Okay, I'm turning over a new leaf.
I do it by
Yeah.
clicking on
I want
Dodo
some-
videos.
I want something else to look at. Like,
Yes, you can either smash your algorithm like Nikki's doing just to deliberately refresh it, or in Instagram, for example, you can go into just your settings, search, go content preferences, and down the bottom, you can go reset preferences. That'll give you an option to then go, yes, I want to completely reset it, and it will just reset to like a default of like the average of the pages that you like. So Ash, probably just a lot of fishing pages would come up and you explore again. So whatever it's gone to, you go, no, I don't like this, start again.
Okay, so you can do that in your settings within the Instagram app. Okay.
It doesn't take long though to
get it
go
back.
back.
Yeah. I just get old animal rescue videos. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Go to
Mitch.
Sam out of Birkdale, 132410 if ever you want to be involved in the show. Yes, Sam, go ahead. You're on the air.
Morning, guys. So recently I had a work laptop and my own personal laptop, a work phone and my own personal phone. I was in the office one day on my work computer and I was thinking about buying a carport. So I'm Googling carports on my work computer, which had no link to me at all. About 3 hours later, I went onto Facebook and all these carport things came up on Facebook.
Yeah.
How did that
That's
happen?
freaky.
Yeah.
Oh, so I wondered, do you
Like,
have
how
the-
did that happen?
would it be through similar like email or like Chrome login or something?
must be.
Wi-Fi.
Talking to myself. I don't
Oh,
know,
maybe
but
the Wi-Fi. Are they?
What do you reckon, Mitch? That
They
the
hitching the
Wi-Fi
Wi-Fi.
was
Yeah, I mean,
aware that
you know,
he was looking at carports
two
on
devices
his work computer.
hooked up at the same like IP address sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I mean, I had the same thing happen to me recently. Like searching for something that I've only ever searched for on my home, like personal stuff, and then it was popping up ads on my work computer.
Oh, that can get you in a lot of trouble, can't it?
Wasn't that type of search? It'd be boring. Actually, I'd rather admit that it was that rather than what I was searching for. It's so mundane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you got any other examples like that from Sam? I find that interesting. Like how does that
Yeah,
happen?
how it's hopping across.
Or
That
if
could
you,
be quite
if you know any of
incriminating.
that, how any of that stuff works, and that eye stuff that you're talking about, Lutzy,
I
that
didn't
seems
know
like
about that.
Next level.
That's crazy. But when you think about that, what you were just talking about, though, when it says, when you get a notification on your phone saying, "Oh, you've opened something on through a weird device," was that you? So maybe it's collaborating all of that and going, "Oh, okay, that voice," because you've opened something on two different devices. So it must be able to collaborate all that as well.
That'd have to be through like a Google login or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Just-
saying, like
yeah.
a login.
Yeah,
Because
right.
you'd have to have had joint logins at some point, which would then go, oh, there we go.
One
Connection.
one device, one login on
Yeah.
that separate computer to go. Okay, this
Yeah,
must be
that's
you.
him.
Yeah.
That's him.
Remember Beyond 2000? Well,
I
here we
remember,
are.
toward 2000.
Well, yeah, that was the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, toward 2000 was before 2000. Beyond 2000 was after 2000.
Oh,
The
semantics.
TV show, you mean?
Are we done?
The Ash, Lutzi, and Nikki Osborne podcast.